What the fuck, dude? What? You told them that there were going to be another episode in the Time Travel Saga thingy. Well, I'm still editing it. Give me a break. They have been waiting for more than a month. I know that, but I was sick, and there was Christmas, and there was New Year's Eve, and then there was like this major storm and the house lost power like 3 days. Whatever. So why am I here? What stupid thing are you gonna make me talk about? Well, I figured we're getting close to the Time Travel Saga, and I just wanted to get an idea, how do you think it should end? What? How do you think the Time Travel Saga should end? What kind of ending would you like to see? You don't have an ending to the Time Travel Saga. I didn't say that. I have several endings. I have 3 endings, in fact. 3 endings. Yeah. Name one. Well, there's the everyone dies and the show is over ending. That's not that's not a real thing. Yeah, it is. I wrote it. It's 15 pages long. All of you die. How do we die? Well, the only way to save the universe is for you to pilot the ship directly into the vortex and explode it. You, everybody, Dunderhead, Oswald, everybody dies. Show over. You wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have written it if I hadn't thought it was a plausible ending. Do you want to hear the other 2? Is one of them the one you're using? Yes? No, that'd be spoilers. So, why are you asking me how I want it to end? Well, I could change it at any point. Anyone who wants to chime in the comment section can say how they would like to see it end. And then we'll see, maybe I'll adopt some of those ideas. You really don't have an ending, do you? I do, I swear to God, it's written. Alright, fine. How would I like it to end? I know. Can I save the day? No. Why can't I save the day? Because that seems a little selfish. Well, I mean, maybe not like heroism or anything, but I was thinking like, I go over to the Pone's ship, and then I beat up Pone, and then I turn off the time machine, and then I fall into the vortex and become like, God, maybe? That's how you want this story arc to end? Is that the atheist skeptic turns into God? No one would see it coming. Well, I already know how it's going to end, so let me just put it out this way. I am going to save the universe. Are you sure about that? Well, yeah, you've been dropping hints about how important some of the stuff that I have to decide is, so I've decided that I'm the one that's going to save the universe. Do you think on purpose or by accident? On purpose. How could I by accident save the universe? I don't know, you by accident became Jesus Christ. I'm still not convinced of that. I think everyone's lying to me. There's no way that I'm Jesus Christ. As cool as that could be. Oh yes, I know how I'd like it to end. I would like it to end where I have more than 2 lines of dialogue during the episode. Look, Trudeau, I'm sorry. Okay, I know it's been pretty light this year, what with the Time Travel Saga and everything. Light? Light? Compared to the amount of lines I have, Ernest Borgnine was light. I've barely had anything to do. Sure, I fired a few cannons, but other than that, there's only one episode where I appear, and you make me look like an idiot because I'm playing Pokemon Go all the time. So, you just want, like, a lot of lines of dialogue in the last episode? How about more than 2? How about I actually have an interaction with someone that's actually important, instead of me just sitting on my tuchus, waiting to shoot at something? I mean, in the last episode that you've written, do I shoot at anything? Oh my god, I don't do anything, do I? Am I even in the last episode? Orgy. Don't you think that's a little stereotypical for you? No. And besides, when was the last time we had an orgy on the show? Well, we've never had an orgy on the show. Exactly. It's time for us to have an orgy on the show. You don't think that would be, like a jump in the shark kind of moment? I think we jumped that shark like 2 seasons ago. Well, okay, don't you think it would change the characters permanently? Let me see. The last time we had a major story arc Fundy Monster not only got married, but turned out to be a father, and his marriage saved the world. And yet he's still an odious little prick-eater. Wow, that's a little strong for you. I've been trapped on a ship with him for 7 months. My patience is wearing thin. I never thought I'd say this, but I really want the show to end so that we can get back into the garage and do what we normally do. Which is argue about popular culture, politics, science, and YouTube garbage. Yes. Also, I miss the drinking. There was a lot more drinking when we were in the garage. You can't fool me. I know there's no ending. You're just going to keep extending this time travel space thing until you're dead! Which may be 10 years considering how healthy you are. Thanks, AJ. Well, it's true. I mean, you got diabetes. You barely get any sleep. You're doing like 19 podcasts and trying to do this show at the same time and be a dad and do a whole bunch of other stuff. It's amazing that you're alive now. Well, maybe my genes are good. Maybe. All I know is that we're going to be stuck on that ship until you cack. And you're probably going to cack while doing the show. And then someone's going to put that show up on the air, and that will be the only popular episode of the show is you dying. And then whoever takes over the show is going to force us monsters to continue to do the show in space, but at the end of every show, we simulate your death again, because that's the most popular episode. That's dark. That's YouTube.
So, how do I want the show to end? I never want the show to end. I want us to always be traveling in space.
Don't you miss your mom?
I do miss my mom.
Don't you miss your neighbor, the one that you're constantly torturing?
You say torture, I say play. In fact, the police say torture and I say play, and so does most other people. Maybe I should start considering what I consider play to be torture. But I doubt it. Play is fun, and I like playing with him. So you're right, let's end the space travel thingy and get off this ship so my mom can make me some spaghetti flapjacks.
I don't even want to know what spaghetti flapjacks are.
Glad you asked. That's where you take some old spaghetti and you pour it into some flapjack batter, and then you cook them on both sides, and then you pour marinara sauce over the flapjacks just like you would syrup, and then you make some meatballs.
That just sounds like spaghetti with meatballs, but you cooked them into flapjacks.
You've made it too?
No, I haven't made it too. All I'm saying is the only reason you want to go home is for spaghetti flapjacks?
No, there's plenty of reasons. All my friends are there, and my room, and all my toys, and all the bestest foods, all the ice creams that I've missed eating. I just want to go back, and I think everybody else wants to go back too.
Well, that's why I'm saying this. Other people can chime in and see if there are things that they want to put into the final ending chapters of this time travel saga.
So it's going to be like a group write?
No, not really. I'm just using it as certain general ideas. Maybe they've thought of things that I haven't. I mean, I've had this planned out for a while.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I have.
Are you still going with the one where we all die?
No.
Are you going with the one where I die?
No.
Are you going with the one where Funny Monster dies?
I don't know yet.
You got me to reveal a spoiler. I'm surprised I got you to reveal anything. I'm not exactly the sharpest tool in the bucket house.